Hi guys, welcome to Charity's Babu, your number one channel. I'm here. I hope that you're doing fine. It's a Saturday afternoon. It's almost 10. Now actually it's in the morning, it's almost 10. So I want to do just a short video. There's this person who has been asking me how to prepare. First of all, they asked about the good conduct, and I want to talk about that. I also show that, and they also asked about the interview. They seemed very worried, but I told you guys that you should not worry. So my name is Charity Nganga, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. If you're you're a subscriber who has been there for a while, thank you for support. I really do appreciate you. Now let's talk about that police, the good conduct, the police clearance form. So that one you get from the CID headquarters, and I had said earlier that if your country does not issue one, then you should not worry about it, because they know. They know, and you should not worry about it. But when you submitted your documents, because I told you guys that documents were being submitted last year, but the people who will apply for this DV lottery, they will not need to submit their documents, because they'll just need to go with what they need to prove, whatever they filled out the DS-260 in the embassy. So you don't need to. So if you had submitted a police clearance report last year, that is the one that they will use when you go for your interview. So you really do not have to worry or be nervous that they are going to ask you for another one. No, you just need to use that document. Now, another thing I told you about the interview. The interview for a DV lottery is self-explanatory, like self-explanatory. And before I talk about that, let me first of all apologize, because I am not going to be live for this show right now at noon in the next 2 hours, because I am going for another funeral, guys. We lost another very young man who unfortunately he shot himself, and we need prayers. We've been burying very young people in our community, and wherever you are, guys, just remember the Kenyan community, because it's sad to lose a child, very sad. So I just want to go to that funeral, and then I will postpone everything and keep everything, and then we will do a show on Saturday. So please accept my apologies. Now, I was talking about the interview. So when you're going there, don't worry, guys. When you go for your medical, remember I told you that they will either give you your results when they are sealed, and then you can take them with you on the interview, or if they do not do that, they are going to send them directly. They will send them directly. So by the time you are going for your interview, you will find your documents there. And I told you guys, after you get your second notification, because I know some of you have been getting those second notification letters, it is very important for you to make sure that you are booking your appointment. And when you are calling them, you tell them that it is for a DV lottery. It's very important, because if you do not do that, it's not gonna work for you. You might be late. So you wanna book your appointment, tell them it's for a DV lottery, because they normally schedule them closer to your interview. That's very important for you to know. Now, the other thing, when you are going for the interview, it's a DV lottery, guys. This one doesn't have so many hurdles. So the thing that they might ask you is that they might ask you if maybe you have been married again, or they will ask you how many children you have. Of course, they will ask you information about your host. And like I said, your host will give you the I-34, and they will give you their W-2. So you really have to know your host very nicely. And I told you I cannot insist about those two documents, because those documents are important. So you have to have someone who really trusts you, so that, especially the W-2. The W-2 is it's a tax form, and not many people like to share their money information. So you really need to know that person on a personal level. And I've done another video and said that because you must. Because if you're not able to, you do not get those 2 documents, you will not be given a visa. That's for sure. You will not be given a visa. Now, so that's important. When you go for interview, don't worry, maybe they'll ask you 2-3 questions and that's it. Unless you have lied, and then they find out that you have lied. That is the only way that they can deny you a visa. I want to talk about other things that will stop them from giving you a visa. Not just the minor things. You know, there was this person who was saying, oh, I had this, he has done something minor, petty, and then he was wondering if he's gonna be denied the visa. Now, normally that police clearance form, when you have gotten it from the CID, it clears you. It clears you from anything. That means that it doesn't show any convictions. But let's assume that you had been arrested or jailed because you have trafficked a child. You see, like nowadays we have been seeing house girls, sometimes they are hired and then they steal babies and then they go to court. Now if you have done something like that, you are not going to be given a visa. No, because that's on your record. The other thing is that if you are a drug trafficker and you had been arrested, and after you had been arrested, you went to jail or whatever, you are not going to get that visa. They won't give it to you. No. And I told you guys, winning like being selected or whatever doesn't mean that you're gonna get a visa. No, it doesn't. Even when you have been given the visa, you don't. They still tell you that it's not a guarantee that you will enter US. So you really have to have very clean pages. I also remember there was this person who was talking about. They were talking about what were they talking about? About debts. About those debts. You cannot. There is no way that you are gonna go if they find out that you have a debt that you want to abandon. They are not gonna give you. So you really have to have your books in order. That way, you will be able to go and you're clean, and it's gonna be very, very easy for you. So those bad crimes, maybe someone was in jail because they killed a person or all that stuff. Of course, if you take drugs, let's assume you're a drug taker, you're a drug addict. I am not very sure of what they do with the blood work. But I know for sure that if you take drugs and you have taken them and you go for those tests and they realize that you're testing positive for those drugs or whatever, you are not going to go anywhere. You will not go. So in other words, just be clean. Just make sure that your things are in order. Just make sure that you have the money to pay for the visa, and of course the money for the visa is individual. Even the money for the medical is individual. Just that. Don't worry about it. Do not stress about it. And I told you guys to stop reaching out for information, because people have gone to the American embassy for different and various reasons. Very, very various reasons, and some of them have been denied. Maybe you went for a visitor's visa and you were not given. A visitor's visa, a B1, B2 visa, is not the same as a green card lottery. Maybe you are going as a student. You had applied for a college and then you are denied, because you can be denied. Because I told you guys, the other visas, the visitor's visa, the student visa, any visa, and it's not a DV lottery. Those ones, you have to prove to them beyond reasonable doubt that you will go back home. That is where the family ties come in. You have to show them that you have strong family ties that will make you go back home. Otherwise, if you do not have those ones, guys, you are not going to be given. It's what it is. So that's why I tell you guys, if you want to know about information about the DV lottery, go to travel.state.gov and read more information, because you get more enlightened about it. You do get more enlightened about it. So I decided I want to do this video because I've been chatting with that person and he has so many questions. So I was like, if I do a video, then I will be able to answer his questions. And I've repeated this is another question that I've repeated so many times. Guys, please don't ask me the date that you will go to the interview, because I don't know that. The only thing that I know is to read for you the visa bulletin and tell you to look at your case number. You know, and then you do an estimate. Maybe if the case number is up to whatever number it is, 50,000, 55,000, then you look at your number and see where you are. If your number falls on that month, but the specific date is very hard to tell because they normally send you the notification letter, the second notification when the visa is available. So it's very, very important for you to know that. I need you to know that information so that you do not stress or whatever. So I hope that that's gonna help. And guys, I will see you on another live on Saturday because I really have to go to this funeral. I might do a video if I feel like doing a video. I will. If I don't feel like, if it's so sad, I'm not gonna do a video because you know when you lose a young man, that boy was only 20 years old, and it's so sad. So guys, I wish you well. I wish you that you have a good month. It's the month of April, and with full of blessings and full of good things coming to you. I wish you happiness. I wish you peace. You know, we need a lot of peace because so many things, so many bad things are happening. You know, I was watching, I was reading something on social media about this guy who killed his wife in the bedroom. I was like, oh my goodness. So what I can wish you, if you're married, if you're not married, in your family members or the people, your friends, whatever, I wish you peace. Peace that comes from above. So that you can succeed. So guys, you have a good day today, and I will see you on the next live on Saturday. God bless you and stay safe.